these are some of the shoe trends you're gonna see this spring. I actually have some shoes to show you that hopefully will still be available. I will link below in this video, and let's get started. So I wanna start off with this first one because I wanna show you a shoe that I'm in love with. I just think it's so pretty. And I'm seeing it everywhere. I know it's gonna be a big trend. But anyway, one of the big trends, and I think I mentioned this on my shoe trends video for 2023, that is big this spring, are minimalist thin strap sandals. Now this is going to sound contradictory in a little bit. We're gonna see a lot of sandals with very thin straps, more strappy straps, like there's a bunch of straps that can go around your ankle or that go around your foot. Even a very minimal sole. This very much goes along with that whole minimal trend that's happening in clothing. It's happening in shoes as well. I do love this look, especially because I have size 10 feet, so anything minimal is great in my world. I have a couple of shoes to show you. This first shoe, I am in love with the strap pattern on here, and this style is already very on trend right now. You're definitely gonna start noticing it. This one is by Jeffrey Campbell, and it has a flared heel. I also tried out the Steve Madden version of this shoe. I love the white, and the toe box is a little bit wider in this one. I also ordered this shoe with a similar strap pattern by Dolce Vita, and I really love this one too, but I'm probably gonna choose one out of these. I love this design. Still keeping with the minimal strap theme here, I also found these nude sandals at DSW, and they are a great option as well, especially if you don't like straps going between your toes. I've also shown you before that I got these Tiki's sandals, very minimal leather sandal. I got them last summer and they were sold out in all of the nude colors, so I had to get them in this olive green, which turns out I love the olive green. But I just ordered them recently. They're on pre-order in a nude color, but these I wore to death last summer. Now, despite me always recommending nude footwear, I do prefer black sandals with some of my outfits, and I thought these were a great little find from Steve Madden. They are a low heel and are super comfortable. These shoes you've definitely seen me in, but I don't know if I've ever talked about them. I have been wearing these all over the place all spring. They're a low heel, they're very comfortable, they stay on my feet, and they're in a beautiful nude color. I will link these below as well. Now on the flip side of that, and this is fashion, so fashion is allowed to be very contradictory, as we know. Chunky soles are not going anywhere, and I do think I mentioned that in a couple of videos, but the chunkiness is still here. But I do like some chunk. I have one pair of chunky shoes. A lot of them I buy and they just look way too big for my feet, but I did find some that are in a nude color by Steve Madden, and I do like these. I like them with like more of a simple dress or something in a solid color, no print, because I want the shoes to kind of be, you know, part of the outfit, but not overpower the outfit or not look like it clashes. So I do love it with that kind of look, or like a maxi dress or some wide leg jeans or something like that. Another pair of shoes I have, these are just, I can't even decide if they're cute or not, but I love them. And they're also have a very chunky sole. And the funny thing is, when I was trying these on at Dillard's or wherever I was, two ladies at two separate times while I was trying them on came up and said, "Oh my gosh, I love those." And one of them said, "I have those shoes in some other color." And she said, "I wear them all the time. They have become my favorite shoes." And I now know what they mean. They are so comfortable. These shoes I just got the other day. I kind of went on a shoe shopping spree, if you can't tell. And they kind of go along with the chunky trend. They have a little bit of a platform, a chunkier heel. And even though they look high, they're actually really comfortable and don't feel very high because of the little bit of a platform. And I really love these. I don't know if you can tell, they kind of have that straw kind of look. I have to go to a Spanish class that I'm taking at the local library. I will be right back. I'm back. Do I know Spanish any more than I did beforehand? I don't know. In any case, now I want to tell you about our sponsor for this video, and it is Fastic. Fastic is an app that helps you track intermittent fasting. Now I know with weight loss, everybody's different and everybody's methods are very different. I only know what works for me, and the only thing that has worked for me and been sustainable in the last few years when I want to lose weight is intermittent fasting. So Fastic is an app that helps you track intermittent fasting. It helps you time when you started, when it's ending. It gives you suggestions on what to drink while you're fasting. You can also log your steps and log your water intake. It's almost like your weight loss buddy, and it makes you feel a little bit more accountable when you're using this app than you would if you're just doing it by yourself. If you don't know what intermittent fasting is, that's basically you have a window where you don't eat and you have a window where you do eat. And when you have the window where you do eat, you can eat whatever you want, which is what I love. The other cool thing about Fastic is it tells you where your body is in each stage of the fasting process. I have found in the past, whenever I've been serious about intermittent fasting, and I don't do it every day, I probably do it like 3 to 4 days a week.
Right now with my link, you can get 50% off your personalized fasting plan after taking a quiz about your current diet and lifestyle. The plans are only about $2 to $3 per week, so it's very easy to try out and see how you like it. I will provide the link in the description box and as a pinned comment, and let's continue.
One trend that we've been seeing the last few years, and it's especially big this year, and I've always had an issue wearing it because it just slides off my feet, but it's slides. And slides don't really ever go out of style. It just seems like they've been very much trending, mainstream trend for the last few years. Have you seen the one really big slide that I feel like is a really big trend right now? They have locations on them like St. Bart's. Let me know if you have those or if you've even seen those. They look super cute, but I'm very nervous on ordering those because I feel like they would just slide off my feet. I will link those below. They're really cute. Anyway, I went on a really strange mission to find some slides that didn't fly off my feet when I walked or weren't uncomfortable. And I did find 2 pair. One is by Sam Edelman, and I just got these, and so I've been kind of walking around my house just to make sure that they'll be okay. But it has soft leather, not plastic, and so I feel like that's why it grips my foot a little bit better. And I also found another pair that doesn't slide off my foot because of the way it is. It's got like a puffy slide. I've got to play around with these a little bit more and see how many outfits I have that this would look good with. So I will link these below. If you also have an issue with slides, these might be the ones that will finally work. Pointy toe shoes have been on trend for the last, I guess, few seasons, and they're still very big for spring. I have talked ad nauseum about the pointy toe flats that I finally found, and I mean, I've gone through my whole life always trying these pointy toe shoes on and they always hurt my feet, or pointy toe flats, or even just flats in general. But these are super comfortable, amazingly comfortable. I've worn these black ones all over the place. I finally bought the nude color because I need some nude ones, you know? I mean, I got a million other pair of nude shoes, but I don't have the pointy toe flats, so I got one of those too. These are amazing. I will link those below. But pointy toe is definitely a trend. That doesn't mean that you have to wear pointy toe or you're out of style by any means. Square toe has been really big, even almond toe. I feel like the super round toe, unless it's a specific shoe, has not really been on trend lately. But with shoes, you always want to go what fits you and is comfortable and feels good on you, you know, much more so than if it's a round toe or an almond toe, you know what I mean? So kind of piggybacking off of the pointy toe shoe, another style, actually 2 that have come back in the last couple seasons that we haven't seen in a really long time are Slingbacks and Kitten heels. And this kind of goes along with the pointy toe. There's that Dior shoe that's a pointy toe with like a Dior logo on it, and Kitten heel. I think it actually comes in different heel heights. I actually think those are really cute. I'm not a very big, like, you know, want brand logos everywhere, but I do like that shoe. I feel like it's very cute. In any case, Slingbacks are back. They are definitely back. I definitely think you're gonna see a lot of those this spring. And then the Kitten heel is back as well. I do think the Kitten heels that we are seeing and are going to see are a little more stable and sturdy. It's kind of coming out a little bit, so it's a little easier to walk in. It makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna buy anything at this point that is hard to walk in. Those are 2 specific looks that I think are just gonna be gaining momentum. Ballet flats. We know those are a big trend now. They've been back in a big way for the last, I guess, year or so at this point. And ballet flats are not for everybody. I think people are like, yay, ballet flats. And they're like, oh, wait a second. I don't know what I would wear with those. Because we know, as we've said in other videos, that pairing it with the midi skirt, it doesn't look that great on a lot of people. It does look good on some people, but not everybody. So I love ballet flats with like a mini skirt or even a long skirt, or maybe like a straight leg jean or a skinny jean. I think ballet flats can look really cute. And they're kind of classic too. Like, even when they're not trending, they're not really out of style. You know what I mean? Toe embellishments are still a thing. They've been a trend for a while in the designer shoe world. You see the Manolo Blahniks with toe embellishments.
Hello, lover.
I feel like those are really pretty, and I've definitely seen some designer inspired shoes that have a very similar look and feel. So I definitely think you're gonna see that going forward into this spring, this summer, and on into next year. This is not exactly the toe embellishment, but I did get some wedges that have a floral 3D embellishment on them. It's very different. They're a far cry from Manolo Blahniks, but they are very, very comfortable, and I kind of liked them. That 3D floral is a big trend right now, and that's not why I bought them. I was actually shocked that I like these because I'm not that into that 3D floral trend, but I love these shoes. I just kind of felt like they were kind of cute. So as far as sneakers go, we've moved away from the big dad sneaker as part of like a regular casual outfit. And we're back to, I say back to because I feel like we always come back to this, more of the slimmer sneaker, more classic, even a Converse. That is what is more on trend right now.
One new, more classic style sneaker I just got are by CVs. I don't know if you tried CVs, but they are so comfortable. They're just a very classic, high quality looking shoe, and I've really been enjoying these with almost everything that I wear. I want to say I've talked about these before, but I all of a sudden really liked black Adidas shoes. I got these a little while back, and I've really been loving these. I just feel like black is so it's different from white, obviously, but I've been really enjoying these too.
Now, also within the sneaker world, you may or may not have noticed that these colorful, like color blocked sneakers have really been big recently. Nike has some really beautiful colors in their shoes. Gucci and Adidas partnered up, and they have a shoe, and I've really been eyeing that for about a year now. I love those shoes. I just think they're so cute. I haven't decided if I'm gonna make that leap yet or not, but I do love those. I think they're really cute, and they're slim. They'd go nicely on my big old feet. I do love the colorful sneaker. It is hard to pair them with everything because, you know, if they're in a color, you can't pair them with an outfit that's also very colorful, but you can definitely look online for some inspiration for these. Colorful footwear has been kind of come back in the last few years. We've talked about it probably last year, I guess, and you can definitely find a lot more colorful shoes than you ever could before, and it's almost normal now to see, you know, shoes in a black, a white, a nude, and then like a green or a red or a pink or something. It's not that surprising anymore. Now, of course, with spring and summer, whether it's on trend or not, I feel like wedges are always a big trend. I think right now the updated wedge has more of a thinner strap. Some of them have an ankle strap. I feel like that's a shoe that doesn't really ever go out of style. It may not look, you know, cutting edge, but I just, you know, a wedge is always a great shoe for spring and summer.
The ones I'm showing you here, I just found at DSW, and I just think they're so cute, and you're gonna really wanna see the best part. They have a Velcro strap. You cannot tell it's Velcro unless you actually are undoing the strap, but I just love that. They're also not a very high like heel, like it's not like I'm really having to arch my foot very much, so I really am going to enjoy these over the summer.
As far as loafers go, the chunky loafer has really been on trend for a while. I do think it's still trending right now, but I do think this is one that by next spring, we might be seeing a lot less of it. I personally I just really like the classic traditional loafer, I've decided. I do love a good chunky loafer, but it's not something that I would really want to put all my money into, I guess you could say. I feel like they are still trending. I feel like they're very saturated. I feel like every company who makes clothing and shoes has a chunky loafer, and it's kind of at that point where if you have them, enjoy them. I probably wouldn't go out and buy a new pair at this point because maybe within a year or so, they might start looking a little bit dated. I can't predict the future, but that's just kind of what I'm thinking. And it's gonna kind of go back to that classic slim loafer.
Of course, you know, Google and Instagram read your mind. So they served me this shoe, or they showed me this shoe, and I was like, oh my God, I have to have that. I love the color block. I love the slim design, and I love it. It just came in, and walking around my house, they actually feel really great. They don't feel like they would rub or anything like that. And I really love that they feel like kind of a spring and summer loafer.
Like the chunky look is still very much in, but chunky loafers are a very specific style, and it's just a style that goes in and out of fashion, as a lot of things do. So I love them. They're here now. They might not be here next year. That's why you will always want your main focus to be styles that are comfortable and you love and make you feel beautiful, and, you know, wear those whether they're in style or not. Now, if you like shoe trends and hearing about shoes and what's going on and what's not and all that kind of stuff, I do have a shoe trends video. Not sure if you saw that. It's from a few months ago about the 2023 shoe predictions as a whole. I will link that below. And I hope you enjoyed this video.